At the end of the day, we have to understand that, like, what is more important? One person's feelings or the safety of all these women? And
Right.
the safety of all these women is much more important.
That's a big point. I saw a video a while back that I did a reaction to, and a mom went into a restroom and she saw a transgender man in there, and I guess he was being real suspicious. It's one thing, like, if you believe you're a woman, right, but you're actually a man who's transitioning, and you just want to go into the bathroom, right, and you believe that you belong in the female's bathroom. But this guy was just red flags all over the place, and she had an issue when she called him out. She made it very vocal. I think it was in like a library or some public place. I don't know where it was, but she caught attention to people around, like, hey, you don't need to be in there. He's going into the ladies' bathroom, yada yada. He's being weird. And then she was like, I have a whole daughter, what am I to think if she's put in a situation like this and something happens to her? Valid points, very valid points. But the bystanders, the people who are on the sidelines, wanted to protect the transgender over protecting the youth. Imagine that, to Joe's point. We can't sit here and coddle individuals. We got to look at the greater good of humanity, man. You got your children going into these restrooms to where you got perverts and weirdos who are taking advantage of the fact that you can sex operation and change, so that you can be closer to this gender that you want to, I don't know, you have this agenda on. Then that's a bad thing. That's a very bad thing. That's a weird thing. But we live in this crazy world to where people will just, you should accept everybody. Everybody should be equal. Right? Just forget the kids, right? Forget the greater good of humanity and protecting people in general. You rather protect somebody's feelings because they're going through a sex operation. Like, what? And they're not able to delineate, right? They're not able to see that some of these guys, maybe they are just doing just that. There's other guys who are in predator status doing this.
Yep.
So you gotta
He sold Steve-O.
be kind to people, but also you got to have rules. There's a reason why there's a woman's room and a men's room. It's because some men are creeps. And if you allow those creeps to just put on a dress, and again, I'm not saying all trans people are like this at all, but you can't have that loophole. You can't. That's like you can't have an open border. Doesn't mean that all immigrants are murderers, and you don't think that either, right? But some people that sneak across the border, if you don't check, are going to be murderers. It's just a fact.
Yeah, it's too much common sense, Joe.
Yeah,
that's the perfect thing to call it, a loophole. Yeah.
It's common sense, man. It's common sense. It's like we always have to see the good in people. Well, if you get your head out of your butt, you understand the reality of the world. You can try to see the good in people as much as you want, but there's still bad individuals that exist. So what are you going to let them slip through the crack?